Hello everyone and welcome to World of Mike. We are live and we're gonna be doing the revamp of the the revamp. I thought I heard an echo. We're going to be doing the revamp of the Alien build brought to you by Hachette. This is a trial only, and it's currently in the UK. Now, it did end on issue 4 and have got issue 4, which will be coming up in roughly about 2 weeks' time. We're going to do issue 3 next week, with issue 4 being the week after that. I do understand also the Batmobile Tumblr, the Tumblr trial has literally hit shops today. So we should, I'm working with my contacts to try and source that, and hopefully we'll have that too. So without further ado, let's get over to the mat. Let's get this moving and let's get this fantastic alien on the road. Now, at the end of this, this will be 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th alien build because, as you can see, I've already assembled one here, and I've also got one over in Whittam as well. So at the end of this assembly, we should have something that looks like that. So let's get over to the mat, and yeah, let's see what we got to do. So there's the mat, and this is what we're going to be doing today. So inside here, obviously, we've got to get through all the garbage and all that first, you know, all the long bit. So yeah, so this is obviously the alien build that we got from the Hachette run, which is, that's a bit better. So this is the alien build that we got from Hachette run, and obviously it's the new easy to build alien build, the iconic creature from the 1979 film, and it's a spectacular 1:2 scale. Now obviously this is only a trial and we can't get too excited about that, because obviously it's only going up to issue 4. Issue 2 only $6.99, and as you can see, we've got our lovely book. Each book comes in a different color, and then we've got the parts just here. Now obviously, as you can see, if we turn it over on the back, we've got build your own Xenomorph, loads of bits and pieces there, and yeah, loads of bits and pieces really. We've got dive into the terrifying universe of the Alien saga, own a piece of incredible cinema history with this detailed model of the very first Alien from the 1979 cult classic and spectacular 1:2 scale. Then we've got www.hachettepartworks.com, and then obviously looking over the back there, issue 3 is a whopping $10.99, and it's going to be a huge 1:2 meter scale model up there, just there. Looking at the stream, it doesn't appear to be lagging. I have fixed that. It turns out it was a memory issue, so hopefully no more lagging. I was back and forth with emails with StreamYards last night trying to sort it out, and yeah, it looks like we've got it all fixed. Lovely. So let's take this lovely bit off. That is a lovely photo. If, you know, if that didn't peel off, because that's where the magazine comes off, that would have been a bloody lovely poster if that didn't peel off. But that's that. We won't be needing that. Let's get down to the mat, and what we can do is we can take a closer inspection of this this magazine. So yeah, let's get into. Just gonna get my lovely craft knife. I love you working with this. So just do that, and we'll get that all lovely and out. And as you can see, this is our little magazine. So we've got Alien, issue number 2, and as you can see, if we move over to the lower jaw, we've going to be doing parts for the lower jaw. In this issue, you will assemble the lower jaw pieces and parts of the retractable jaw. So obviously moving on, we will be putting some springs and poles and all sorts, because this is going to be the middle of the, you know, the jaw, if you like. Then we're going to move over and put the inner jaw in, so into that section there. And then after that, we will be assembling some cheek pads, which is where the glue comes in, and we'll have something at the end of it that looks like this. And it's a bit like Art Attack or Blue Peter. And here's one that I did earlier. So yeah, and you know, bits and pieces of this. It is, I'm not going to lie, it is sad going to see this, you know, be ending in 2 weeks' time. I've stretched it out as much as I can, but you know, it has to end because I can't get any more. We are working with our French suppliers to try it and get it from issue 6 onwards, but whether that will happen, I really don't know. So that's the parts. So let's take a look at the parts. So these are the parts that we've got here today. And as you can see, it's fairly big, loads of bits and pieces. I do believe that part there is rubber, like a rubbery material. But let's get this all out and see what we got to do in this lovely pack. So yeah, we'll see what we have to do. I think it's slightly lagging, but there's nothing I can do about that. So what I like to do is just put a little incision into there, and then obviously, oh, the things fell out. Perhaps a little bit too much brutal force there. There we go. So we'll just get into this as best we can. Obviously, if it's still going to lag, then I will try and free up the memory. It seems a hell of a lot better than last night. Hello to the first person watching. How are you? Yeah, it seems a lot better than last night, you know, lagging wise. So that's that. Now, these are really lovely parts because we've got some, this is very strange substance because it's like a flexible rubber. It's not exactly plastic. It's like a flexible rubber, you know, and it goes like, you know, it's got some nice feel to it. And then we've got this part here is going to connect into there like that. So that will go into there like that. And then obviously these parts here with the cheek pads, again, it's a very flexible rubber. So I'm really happy with that. Looking at the other monitor, it looks like it's lagging a bit. It is what it is. And then obviously we've got that section there, which is going to form the inner jaw part, which is really good. And then we'll have the little bowl, the pole which will obviously, this will connect to the top mouth and feed through a little hole that goes through here, and that will connect it all into position. So we'll put that part there and that part there. And then after that, we will be getting a pack of screws. And then we've got the top part of the jaw, which is that part there. And then obviously the other part, which is this little spring. So that's pretty good, like so. So we've got quite a lot to do. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and memorize how I did this. Just so that I can try and memorize it. So first things first, what we have to do first of all is we need to get the part that we did here. I'm going to try and get this down a little bit more so you can see. So this is obviously the lower part of the jaw, and what will happen is we need to sift the lower part, the bottom part, sorry, because that's the top. So you can see that we've got like a little hole through here. And that's basically going to be where this little pole is going to go. So this pole, this part here will feed through there, and then it will connect onto the lower part of here. So basically, you've got like a little cut mechanism, and you're going to line up this hole here with this line, with this hole here, and it will go like that. So as the spring's on it, it will bounce it up and then push it back again. What's going to happen is no glue is required in this stage. We're just going to put the pole through there as best we can, feed it through, and then as you can see, it fits in there nicely. That ain't going to go anywhere. It fits in there really nice, and it's not going to do anything. Okay, so we're going to put that like that. The next step, what we're going to do is to now put the spring. So where we've got to put the spring is basically in this little recess here. So the spring will fit onto here and go into that section here. Now, the best way I found of doing this is because obviously we've got to put screws through the bottom here to connect that on. The best way I found of doing this is to alleviate and rest it over there as we push it in. As you can see, it will fit over this little cross section that we've got there. It's a little cross section that will feed onto the spring. So let's get the screws out. Just going to get the screwdriver on there. So just get the screwdriver, and then we're going to get the screws and basically screw this in. Okay. So the next step is to get this part here. We're going to feed that over and push it down there, and that will lock it, okay? And I would advise holding that down as you're screwing it in. So we'll screw that all the way in as best we can. And that feels like it's not going into anything. So I don't know what that's all about. Oh, I see it's not quite on. Right, looks like the spring slipped. So let me just put that there. And then that one goes over there into there. Just checking that the spring's loaded. Yeah. I'm not happy with that. It doesn't seem to be. You might have to do it this way round actually, because it's not making a very good reflex. You see, it's not. We'll leave it how it is. There's nothing else we can do about that. So obviously now we can screw this all the way in. And as you can see, that's screwed in there, down there. And then we're going to duplicate that again. So we'll just screw this into here like so. It's lagging a bit. It's really, really annoying me because it's like nothing is just, yeah, it's just, as you can see, that's lagging lovely. So like so. And then what's going to happen next is that is basically the mechanism that will go in and out of the jaw. So imagine it's like this, and then this will feed in and out of the jaw like that. And then obviously something that at the moment, there's no obvious signs that a motor sits in there. So obviously I think that's just for show. But yeah, that's that part. And it's got some really heavy weight behind it. The next section, what we need to do is to ensure that we put this little gearbox. So obviously this is the gearbox. As you can see, it moves open and shut. And as you can see, what will happen is we will feed this little connection point into here like so. So it will feed in there like that. I think, to be fair with you, it's a little bit, you can see how much that bows when you put it down. So it's obviously the idea is that, you know, it goes into here like so, and then something will sit there and it will go out like that, like mechanicalized, but you can see how heavy that is. So yeah, so that's that little part done. So we've done that like so. And now we're approaching the end part, which is where we're going to be securing in the middle at the bottom of the jaw. And as you can see, that will go into there like so. So what I did was I got some glue from the pound shop, which is this one. Gel, I don't think is going to work. Yeah, the best part is to use liquid glue. And this is the part which I hate because I can never get the lid off it. As you can see, this is why I don't like super glue, because what I'll do is I'll get another tube out. I've got loads of it anyway, but the lid gets stuck on that. So what we'll do is we'll just undo a new one, and then not that one. We'll just undo this section, and this part here, there's a pin in there which you push into that like that, and then that releases the hole. As you can see, it just flipped out there. Just need to quickly dry my hand before I get stuck. And then as you can see, that screws on there. Super glue is fine to work with as long as you don't glue, you know, excess glue don't feed around the tube, because that is where it gets stuck and it's quite a hassle to get the thing off. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pour some glue into there, as you can see, and that goes in there really nice. And then what I can do is I can put this little tab half into there, and it will countersink into here like so. So as you can see, we'll hold that for a couple of minutes like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll keep that into there like that. So that's that part into there like so, and it looks really, really lovely. So that's how it looks. As you can see, it's going really nice. And yeah, it looks pretty good. So that's that. And what's going to happen now is we now need to work on the sides. And as you can see, this is where these parts come in. So on here, you've got 2 sort of pegs and then another 3 pegs there. So that's sort of where it's going to go. And yeah, it's very nicely run, this. So basically, hang on a minute, something's gone wrong on my laptop. Just bear with me a minute. So let's just shut that down a minute. Okay, so that's that. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically, these will feed onto the jaw, onto the side of the mouth like this. So what will happen is I like to put a nice decent amount. So one in there, fill it right up to the top, that 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 up to the top. And then what you can do is make sure that that's around the right way. And then I think it might be that one actually. We'll work very quick. Come on, man. I think I had the right one actually. I don't know why. Yeah, it's that one. And then as you can see, you can push it all together, hold that into position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then while that's gluing, we can then get the other part in. As you can see, it does need to, you really do need to push it in quite a way for that to stick. Ow, 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 ow. See, hate the stuff. And just get some hot water on that, try and break that bond. So yeah, that's how easy it is to get stuck. Hate working with glue. I don't mind wood glue or PVA, but super glue I have fear of. I don't like it. So a little dollop into there. I'm not going to go so much with this. So yeah, then the next one we can put into there like that. As you can see, come on, man, smooth. It's got stuck there. There we go. So that's all into there like that. It's not liking it, this one. Sake. It's not liking it. For some apparent reason, it does not like it. What's going on here? It's definitely the right hole, but you can see one of it's got lopsided here. So I don't know what's happened to that, but try and hold it there. This one will need a little bit more resistance because this part here has been lopsided. So I don't know what's caused that, but what we might have to do is put some clamps on it. So what I'll do is I will get some clamps. If we just hold that down there, get it into position, and then we'll get some clamps on that. As I said, for some reason it's got a little bit lopsided. So sometimes what we need to do is just give it a little bit of assistance. As you can see, it's not really, this side is having a little bit of trouble. So we can hold it there a bit, maybe sandwich that there a bit. That side went on fine. It's just this side has got a little bit of lopsided. Whoever keeps on coming and going, what is the point in that? It's probably the troll knowing them. But yeah. So as I said, this side went on fine, but this side, for some reason in the production line, it's obviously something's gone wrong and it's got lopsided. So we'll just give it a few minutes on the clamp. And while we do that, it should set in a few minutes. So we'll give that a couple of minutes. But as you can see, that's basically how it will look. And then you'll have something that looks like that at the end of it. So that's 3 done. I believe, yeah, because I've got 2 here, I've got 3 here, and then I've got 1 over in Witham in my relatives. So yeah, looking really, really nice. So my dream is to have 4 of them, but obviously as I said, I'm in discussion with France at the moment, trying to get issue 6. So, because it could be anything up to a year before we get it. So, okay. So, that's that. Also, I've got a brand new email while we just wait for this. I've got a brand new email. So, I'll come on the screen here. I've got a brand new email because I have listened to my viewers. And one of the things they wanted was an email address so you can contact me. Because I do understand that many people don't have, Instagram and all that. So you can email me there at mikescalesmodels@gmail.com. Obviously, build related only, or I won't reply. But yeah, that's that. Tomorrow, give it a couple more minutes. It seems to be setting okay at the moment, so we'll give it a couple more minutes on the clamps. Tomorrow we will be doing the Eddie Stillbart build. So we've got issue number 25 here, which looks like the other side of the engine with the manifold on it. So that's that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. With regards to the doll's house, I am perfectly aware of that, and I've actually got my other issue out. This is issue 2, okay? I am aware of it, and I went to go and film it today, but then I got busy with Digger Diamond and more pre-recording that I've been doing, so I haven't had time, but I'll try and do that tomorrow. So, yeah, that's coming up tomorrow. Thursday, there may be a hiccup, because it's supposed to be the Titanic, but I've had to put an emergency backup in, which is the Diamond Cat painting of Sophia the cat. Can you believe it? She's back. So I'm going to be doing some of that. And then, yeah, after that, after that is Friday, and I really don't know what to do on that. So, yeah, I'm just using some alcohol gel. This bottle makes me laugh because it's so big, because I got stuck to this wretched glue. So, yeah. Okay, I really am a little bit tempted. I want to take these clamps off, but that side has got a little bit lopsided if I just pinch it more. Yeah, this side here, as you can see, it just needs a little bit more perseverance. So that's that. Yeah, and also I've got a new craft channel. When I did the works, I couldn't help myself. When I saw all the hampers and the cards and, all the tissue paper, that got me thinking about a crafting channel. So I'm going to be doing a crafting channel. It's called Crafting with Mike, or Craft with Mike, something like that. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll do that. Right, let's see how this clamping's going on. So, see how we're getting on with this. Right, so, okay. So, yeah, in here, we need to try and get this clamp off. Oh, shit, that's more glue. I don't want to get stuck to the damn thing. I hate working with liquid glue, because part of the reason why I get gel glue is because I get stuck to it. So I'm going to take that off. It looks like a little bit of resistance. Hello to the second person watching. How are you? We are doing Aliens tonight, the revamp. So that one's okay. As I said, this side, for some reason in production, is got lopsided. Whether that's a factory defect, I don't know. But we're going to take this off now. There's a little bit of glue residue on there. So let me just... I've got any tissue paper. Ooh. I've got any tissue paper. Get some toilet roll. That might do it. I don't want that on there. So we'll take that off for the minute. So, yeah, let's take this clamp off and see if that's done. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Right. That has now fixed it. So, yeah, you can see it's a little bit not the same as that. It does seem to be coming away a bit more on this side than it is that side. But, yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, there's a massive gap down here as well. So something in the production line has gone wrong with this. In that case, what I want to do is just clamp that on as best as I can. We can just clamp that and then just try and sandwich it in. It's... See, there's nothing I can grip there. Let me just get a C6. Just going to get a C6 clamp. So I'm just going to get a C6 clamp, which is this big one. And then what I think we'll do is we will clamp it down at the lower jaw there. If we can, it's not much. If I just sandwich that there. What I'm finding is this one is having a little bit of difficulty sticking. Obviously down here as well, there's a little bit of gapping. Let's get another C6. Get another C6 and just clamp it a bit more, give it some reinforcements. So okay, I'll just get some flux. Let's put that down there like that. Right, so the idea is obviously the clamps will reinforce it to try and prise it shut. So what I'll do there is I'll leave it like that. There's nothing really we can do about that. It's just the way it's been made, you know, in this. But that is now Witten 1's done, bedroom's done, front room's done. I've just got to do the hallway. So that'll be that. But yeah, overall, a really lovely issue. So that is that. Coming up in issue 3 is obviously the big head thing, the Scallosaurus thing that sits on, is like a big, where you've got the skull. It sits on the back. I had a vision of Winnie the Pooh then, when he goes and gets haunted by Scallosaurus. But yeah, so that's that. I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. I'll be back at midnight, not live. There will be the delayed Amazon haul at midnight because it didn't turn up. So I had to do an emergency dig a diamond thing. And then tomorrow we will do it. Let's have a sneak peek. I've got to have a sneak peek of this thingamajig. So obviously, as you can see, it's exhaust manifold and that. So let's have a sneak peek and see what we're doing in this. Right, so it's the right side of the engine block. Oh, wow. Okay, wow, this is going to be a long one. Okay, in that case, 26 will be probably Friday now. Well, we can't do both. It's going to be far too long. So, apparently, these little tiny bits here have to be clipped off. So, I'll have to get the screw cutters because apparently what we do with this is we cut them out and then put them all in this individual block, as you can see there. So, we basically put them all in the individual block thing. Right, yeah, that's going to be a glue job. Craft knife glue job. Have we got any glue? I need to see if we've got glue in this. I can't see that being glued, but I've got plenty of glue. So, yeah. Right, what we'll do, yeah, and then we've got to individually screw them in. Right, in that case, 20. So we'll do 20. What's this one? So we'll do 25 tomorrow. And 26 will have to be on Friday because this is going to be quite an in-depth issue. And then, oh, that's very impressive. Why? This is so annoying. Look, I want to attach it to the other side. I was rather hoping that we get to attach it to this, but maybe we do that next week, which is technically this week because I'm behind. Oh man. Yeah, that would have been like, I really want to put it on the edge of that. It must go on the next issue because the next issue is details for the engine block, oil pipe, heat control unit, fuel intake manifold, and different size screws. So, yeah. So that's that. Right, I'm going now. Let's have actually a close look at this thingamajig. See how it's getting on. Right, so yeah, it's just, which one did I put on first? Was it that one? Okay, it's getting there. That one seems to be almost there. Okay, cool. And then this one, yeah. Okay, so quite a gap down there. Okay. Right, well, that's that. So I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to tap the bell notification if you want to be notified of all all the videos I do, including whatever it is that I'm trying to say. But as I said, obviously, I have now got the email. My new email is down here. As I said, it is strictly for, if it's something about the build you want to ask me. I know, listening to my viewer feedback, one of the things was you wanted an email address, and I've decided to bring it back, but I will not put up with spamming. Okay, so if you're just going to spam and send me crap, then it's just going to be deleted, and I'll put an IP ban on that. So it's build related only. If you want to send me an email, that's fine. But obviously, I will not reply to rubbish. So obviously, what I mean by that is, I've spoken about this very, very clearly before. With my old email address, I asked someone not to email me, and they would not. Oh, really? I'll get to that. I didn't expect that, Bill. Okay. So yeah, I spoke about this briefly. I will not tolerate people spamming me. Someone that used to email me and they would not leave me alone, and that's why I had to shut it down. But then I had a long think, and I thought, why should other people miss out? If people want to email me, we need to offer that service for people that don't have Messenger or Instagram. So obviously you can email me as long as it's build related. Perhaps you need help on a part, or you want to know. I am a part work specialist, so obviously chances are I know the answer. But obviously I'm not going to reply if it's non-build related, or if you are blocked. Remember very clearly that it will still apply on there as well. Someone is talking about me because it's burning. But yeah, and as I said, we've got a new craft channel coming soon. It's going to be all the way from Kelvedon. Yes, more on that in the near future. But we're going to be doing it in Kelvedon. So got a little house there. One of my friends, we're going to team up and do this craft channel thing. So yeah. I'm going to go to bed now. I've had enough. But anyway, have a lovely day. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, tap the bell notification if you want to be notified for all the videos. I'll be back with Eddie's Dough Bar tomorrow, and then Thursday will be the emergency Sophia the Cat live. And then Titanic may have to be in Saturday or the Sunday because, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Take care, have a lovely day, and adios, amigos. Bye-bye now.